We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 15 runner. 15 runner. Like the 59. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Alert 3. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Switch.
First down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. second down, Murray sets to throw. And his pass, incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Check. Shit.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Flush to his right. Escaping the pressure. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And it's taken in at the 9. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Come on, set. 17 and come on. Yo. Check safety. No. H3, 2, 18. Ready.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And that'll be incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's just me and you.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Come on, set. Go. 10-2
From the gun on 3rd down, Greer. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mariota throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
36, let's go.
Throwing is Mariota. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards on the play. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th. And on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field. Murray now on 1st down. This one caught by Isabella. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. This is Butler making the catch. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Mariota. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tighten up. What? You got tight. No, you got tight right there. Let it go.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Kirk complete. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Mariota. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Check the back. Sponge.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mariota going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go.
Mariota again. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Mariota now from the 50. Open man is Samuel, complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before half from Murray. And he rifles one incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way up to the 41-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground is Michel. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the ground, this is Michel. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go. Henry. Mike 5-4. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 16 yards, a 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. This is McCaffrey. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Being chased out left. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. 1st down, Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Eluding the, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Kimdichie able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Derek Rivers in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just about on his own goal line. .35 yards that time on the punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Murray. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check.
Back to throw. This is caught. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a 1st. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, They might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point try good by Gano. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Watch the shift. Motion. Check three. He's cracked.
Now Murray.
Check.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Lock 59. Go. Lock 59. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw. Back. Catch it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they will take a knee here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Carolina, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.